All right, the new popular sport amongst kids might be lacrosse, while sports like tennis may have taken a back seat, but thanks to new teaching techniques, tennis is making a resurgence among young kids. At the La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club, they're making tennis a whole lot easier for young kids who are taking up the sport.
They start out very, very young with some smaller rackets, obviously some low compression tennis balls.
And it makes a whole lot of sense. Smaller rackets, lower compression balls means a more confident beginner.
If you put a ball to bounce to one of those kids, it's going to bounce over their head. So what happens is immediately they start adjusting their grip and their contact is way above them. Whereas the low compression balls that head is supplying us, that ball bounces right to their waist level to where they can have the better stroke. They can start to develop the better technical stroke.
I guess you were good then.
Conan Lorenzo is the tennis director at the La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club and says while this form of teaching is relatively new, the USTA and tennis supplier Head have really become involved.
A lot of the clubs, a lot of the public centers are getting on board with it. So it's new to some. Other clubs have been doing it for a little longer, but yeah.
And while the goal out here isn't to turn these boys and girls into instant Wimbledon champions, if they can pique their interest in the sport, well, that's a step in the right direction.
You get to meet so many people, and I love playing doubles a lot because you get to meet people. And I love the sensation of when you hit the ball, and it's so much fun, and just to learn how to do a sport is really cool.
I like that you get to have fun and that you can play without, like, my other friends just like to play video games. I like to be out and active.
They teach you about tennis, and I like how if you be good, then they can move you to different courts. Right. Every time you come here, it's kind of like a mystery what court they'll put on you. So I kind of like it because it teaches you about tennis.
Now nationally as well as here in San Diego, starter programs like this have helped increase the number of kids taking up the sport.
For us here, we started around 25 to 30 kids in the academy. We're now hitting over 150. So for us here, we're looking really good. All over San Diego, we're also up. Our tournaments are seeing more success. So I think this starter program with the tennis balls going into more of the regular play, I think it's helping out.